Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay, today is Wednesday. I think it's the last day of the month of January. This is all my stuff.
Hey, looky there, lucky me.
Took the cabinet doors off, painted the frame. Working on painting all the cabinet doors. I popped some of the drawers in already because they were dry. Just gotta put the handles back on them. So that's what I've been doing today. And sanding down some walls and repatching, sanding and building up the mud. Took my ladder up here and started continuing to build and sand and build and sand.
I meant to do that.
So it's looking better and better. I think one more light sanding with a hand sander instead of my battery operated sander with a fine sand block. I think it should be fine, and I can sit up here and paint this semi-gloss so it'll be secured for the shower. And these older bathrooms, they didn't put vents.
There's something screwy around
All they
here.
did was put windows, so I try to remind the tenants to open their windows when they're taking a shower to suck a lot of this air out. And today just going around and looking at little things that I need to put back together. That's kind of what I look like on rehab day with my painted jacket. I hear a bunch of noise, so Steve might be back. But in here, this room is pretty much set, just patching, sanding. And I had some paint to match the walls, and then I'll come back in here after everything dries and I'm sanded everything down. Paint the areas I need to paint. The other thing I wanted to show you is back over here. I've been working on the back side of this wall, and this seems to work. Actually, sometimes it's a little bit stronger. People look at it and think, what are you doing? But let me see if I can get some light in here. Steve took the closet light down, but to give you an idea of how I came back to reinforce, there's drywall. It was like a little trench in here, I think, if you remember. So there's drywall in here, but I put some more drywall, cut it out to fit, put some mud in there, then stick the pieces of drywall in there, put mud on top, and then reinforce it with mud tape, the paper kind. And this is about the second layer of mud. Now we don't have to worry about sanding this because this is going to get closed up. But what was happening up there, there was a little drip happening over time, which ate up the drywall a little bit. And so I did that. I've done that before in another house, and it worked out really well. It was pretty hard and tough. And instead of taking all of this drywall down and pulling that shower out and putting a fresh piece back up and water seal it, we're going to try this again in this section. It should be okay now.
I meant to do that.
What happens was sometimes the tenants change out shower heads and they don't tighten them up. So there's a little leak that went on when it got loose up in this area back here. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna sand this and remud it again, tighten this up, and then put a trim up here to keep water from going on the back. And we tighten that up pretty good, clean that shower head, and it should be good to go. But you don't need a big shower head in this tiny little shower, because what will happen is that water will spray out on the outside. So patching up my holes. Steve found a bunch of fleas in here, so he's going to come in with a flea killer and spray this area down good. He said most of them were attacking him on his white socks. So he thinks we got pretty much all of them. But before we leave today, we're just going to come in here, spray this place down really good for fleas and bugs and everything like that. And then once the fleas are gone, then I'm going to come in here and spray with commercial bleach. You have to wear a gas mask for that.
Lucky
Down on
me.
all of the wood exposed areas because they had a dog that I said pee. I can still smell just a little bit of pee in this house. So before we lay down any more flooring in our carpet, we're gonna make sure that smell is out of here. So I'm pretty much done. Steve's at another lot fixing some subfloor repair. And this is what he fixed yesterday. He came back. So this is nice and solid. We won't have any more issues there. And I'm gonna clean these all down. If I need to paint those, I will. Those are the upper cabinet doors. And then I'm gonna put those that are dry right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put those up. These are gonna have to dry for 24 hours because it is, I have to put another coat. It is semi-gloss paint. And you need a good 24 hours to dry before you put another layer up. And these are easy to wash down with semi-gloss paint, plus it waterproofs them too and it helps them stay, you know, without being wrecked. You can keep them a little bit longer. But that's it, and that's the original wallpaper back there. Isn't that kind of cool? So there are some things about these houses that I don't like to get rid of just because it's original. No one's gonna see that. The doors will be there. And then we gotta get rid of this little Eenie Mick fan. It needs to actually have a stand and lower it so that it can properly move the air around. Right now I can't even feel that it's on. That should be like in a small little bedroom. But this one, we'll keep it. It just needs some light bulbs and it'll brighten this area up really well. So let me get finished over here putting some doors back up on the cabinets, and that should do it for now.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't.
I meant to do that.